and welcome to Relationship Soup. I'm your host, Lisa Hughes. Happy Tuesday, happy Tuesday, happy Tuesday. How y'all doing today? How's your week? How was your weekend? Did y'all have a good weekend? How's your week going? Is y'all year still off to a great start? Well, anyway, I hope it is. I hope everyone is well. And y'all already know I appreciate y'all so much for joining me. So, you know, whether you're watching me live on Facebook, YouTube, or catching a replay, I see you, I love you, and I appreciate you. So anyway, as always, please make sure that you are leaving your comments in the thread. I will bring it on. Tonight's show is going to be a chef's kiss. When you see the guest I have tonight, now some of y'all already know, right, who my guest is tonight. Very dynamic. I'm so excited. I was so excited to actually get this interview. So anyway, we're going to get into that in a minute, but you already know that I need to do my housekeeping. So let me go ahead and get that going. So y'all should be liking, subscribing across all platforms. On YouTube, it's Relationship Soup, period. You got to put the period or you're going to be somewhere else, okay? So if you want to join the forum, get in there, y'all. Get in the forum. It's Relationship Soup Group on Facebook. If you want to follow me, it's Relationship Soup LLC. And y'all already know what's coming next. Hello, me. This is my 100-page affirmation book for children. And y'all need to get this book. Now, I know some of y'all got it already, right? But y'all, for those of you who don't have it, bless a baby with positive words, with positive outlook, okay? Let me go on and tease it. Now, you know, I try to tease it a little bit, right? So anyway, this is some of the illustrations here. Y'all got to get this book. I know y'all got nephews, nieces, kids, all of that. It's Hello Me. So Hello Me is available on several platforms, including Amazon, Kindle, Apple, Barnes and Noble. You got it. Y'all check it out. All right. So anyway, let me go ahead and get into today's show, y'all. I am so excited to see your comments. Thank you so much. Jay Desiree, thank you, cuz my birthday was fantastic, y'all. I just want to say thank y'all so much for the birthday love. Every year, y'all really know how to show up and show out, and I really appreciate y'all. So thank y'all so much for the birthday love, okay? Kimmy, hi, how are you, Kimberly? I hope you're doing well today. Thank you so much, Cousin Kim. I appreciate you. All right, y'all, so let me go ahead and get into today's show, y'all. Now listen. Now, y'all already know that Relationship Soup, we talk about relationships of all kinds. And we all have a story to tell because the foundation of everything is a relationship. So whether it's relationship with ourselves, whether it's family, our faith, purpose, career, whatever, right? Or the people who shape our lives, every relationship leaves an imprint on our story, right? So on here, we just don't talk about accomplishments. We actually explore the relationships behind them. So tonight we are so honored to welcome Ricky Abernathy, former lead vocalist and of the legendary group Lakeside. Yeah, I'm talking so fast. I'm so excited. Okay. He is also a songwriter and producer. He's done so much work, y'all. And for decades, his music has brought people together on dance floors, family reunions, concerts, celebrations, you name it. So but beyond the music is a man whose journey has been shaped by purpose, perseverance, collaboration, and now advocacy for creators' rights. So tonight we're going to explore all of that. We're going to get into all of that tonight. So without further ado, let me make sure. Are you ready, Mr. Abernathy? Can I bring you on? You ready? Blink one for yes, two for no. All right, so let me go ahead and bring Ricky on. Hello, how are you?
Hey.
Hey, welcome, welcome, welcome.
Happy to be here.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you taking the time to spend with my listeners and I. So we're going to go ahead and get into it, okay?
Now, first of all, I appreciate you taking the time to be with me.
I know, listen. I'm just so grateful. I'm telling you, I was looking so forward to this. So, all right. So let's go ahead and get into it. So can you talk about how has your relationship with yourself evolved throughout your career?
My relationship with myself.
Yes.
It's been in and out, on and off.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there's been high spots, low spots, you know, but all in all, you know, I'm pretty grateful for, some of the things that I've done, places I've been, people I've helped. I'm pretty grateful that God put me in a position to be able to, help someone else or share with someone else. So my relationship with me, I'm pretty like 70-30 with myself.
Okay. Okay. All
That's
right.
pretty good. Is that
I,
pretty good?
yeah, I think that's good, right? 70
All
30.
right.
Okay.
All
Okay. That's
right.
right.
Okay.
Um, so I mean, and you've done so much. You have like collaborated with so many different, like you've done so much. What keeps you grounded? Because I mean, you definitely have the fame, everything. What keeps you grounded?
Uh, my desire to continue doing what I'm doing,
I love
and family, of course.
it. Hmm.
God first, through God, I know that all things are possible, and He's not done with me yet.
Hmm.
I'm 100 years old, and He's still working. But, but God, family, and purpose,
Hmm.
keeps me grounded, pretty much. I have this strong desire to make it to the finish line, so to
Absolutely.
speak. Yeah.
Okay, I love that. And remember, it's timeless. Timeless, right? We timeless.
Yeah. Yeah. Look at me. Yeah. I'm
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 saying,
proof.
hey, I'm saying, right?
Yeah.
So let me ask you this: what life lesson has shaped you the most?
Um, mistakes, making a
Hmm.
lot of mistakes, and
Hmm.
being able to learn from the mistakes, accept the mistakes and learn from them. I'm not one of the type of people that when I make a mistake and somebody points it out to me, I get negative about it or get an attitude about it. I actually take it in. It's like, are they right? It's like they say, when you're drunk, if three people in the room tell you you're drunk, you probably are.
Facts.
So when people, when they tell me that I did this wrong or I should have did that a different way, I'm open and I listen to it. You
Hmm.
know, you know,
Absolutely.
I don't get an attitude. I'm very easy to work with because, like I said, life's lessons.
Hmm. Hmm.
I've been that young man that where I knew everything. I thought I knew everything. And I was a bit found out that I didn't.
Hmm.
You know, because there's a lot of things through attitude and misguidance. There's a lot of things and opportunities that I missed. I'd like to share that.
Hmm.
There's a lot of things that went by me that shouldn't have.
That makes sense. That makes a lot of
Hmm.
sense. Okay. All right. So let me ask you this.
That's scary when people say that to me. I get nervous instantly when people say.
Don't be nervous. Look, we easy on relationships too.
I'm
We
already scared to do this.
look, so look, I don't want you to be scared.
Okay.
This is easy breezy. Like you've been on stage with thousands and thousands
I
and thousands,
know. I know. I
right?
know.
So this is easy breezy, right?
Yeah.
But
But they don't have me captivated like this.
okay, so all right,
Go
so
ahead.
so who would you say you are today? Who is Ricky Abernathy today?
Uh, a teacher, family man,
Hmm.
grandfather, um, open,
Hmm.
honest, transparent. I have nothing to hide anymore.
I love that.
So today, a lot of people gravitate toward me because they know if they ask me something, they're going to get the truth. So be careful what
Hmm.
you ask me.
Okay, that's real. That's real.
Yeah, because I got a lot of people that don't want to talk to me anymore because I tell them the truth. But they'll come back next year and say, you were right,
Yeah, okay.
you know. But I'm gonna tell you the truth.
Hmm. That's fair. Look, is your birthday in November or December by any chance?
March.
Okay. Oh, okay. I'm gonna say, are you one of them Sagittarius?
I'm all of them. I can be them
I
all.
know.
Girl, I've lived a long time, dear. I can be all of them. Who you want me to be?
Look. Who you want to be? Who you are? That's who I want you to be. Who you are?
Yeah, that's exactly. I like me. I
Yeah.
had to grow. I had to grow to like me. I think I made a mistake of loving me first because I thought I was the world's greatest singer ever when I was young, you know.
Mhm.
So I fell in love with myself. I didn't know about having to like me first.
Ooh, wow. Okay. Okay, that's profound. Okay.
Hmm.
Okay.
You know how people get in relationships, you know, they say love at first sight. No, 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 no.
And
You got
they
to get to know. You got to know the person. And
absolutely
the
like
same
you
thing applies to your own life. I got to know. I got to know me.
absolutely. That makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes
So much came so fast that in my life, like they say, be careful what you ask for. You might get it, and I did get it, and it came so fast that I forgot. I omitted a lot of things.
hmm
That's why I tell youngsters today, like I was saying, I share with them. I try to let them know, there's more to this than just entertainment, man. There's
hmm
a lot more to this,
Oh yeah, absolutely.
and it
Absolutely.
takes a long time to explain it.
hmm That makes sense. That makes sense.
Mhm.
So, when did you first realize that that it wasn't just something you loved, but that you were called to do? Because I know that we kind of talked about purpose a little bit, right? So, when
Mhm.
did you realize that it was something that you were called to do?
I don't ever remember not being, not knowing.
No, you're like,
Yeah,
this is my
see,
purpose.
yeah. Well, see, my father was a singer, and he knew everybody.
hmm hmm
So when I was a kid, people would visit our house, like Otis Redding, Jackie Wilson, Sam Cooke. Those people would, because they were trying to get my father to go back out on the road with them because he's a great singer, but my mother wasn't having it. So no, no, you're not going out there.
We know what
So
happened.
exactly, he was a very young and handsome man, so and could sing. That's why they came. They tried to, romance him into come on back out, Sterling, come on back out. And me and my brother, we were like, yeah, go, man, go. Make our family famous, you know. But, listening to them, they wouldn't go to hotels whenever they came to our town. They would stay all night at our house. And
Mhm.
they would just sing all night. They would
Wow.
just sing all night. So I would sit on the staircase and just watch them and listen. So I knew right away what
hmm
I wanted to do. And then I'm from Dayton, Ohio, funk
hmm
capital. Fazo, son, Ohio players, Zach,
hmm
CC Peniston, just a
Absolutely.
lot of people, uh, Ohio players were like, Sugarfoot was like my mentor. The Ohio
Wow.
players, well, they were all of our mentors because they were the
Yeah.
oldest group around. So when he saw me, like, Ricky Abernathy, you learn how to play an instrument, you sing good, you learn how to play an instrument, you're gonna be a star someday. So coming listening to my father and then going out of the house and that same element was still outside, for me. So I went and gathered up a bunch of dudes in my neighborhood and said, hey, let's do this. Let's make us a little group, all these groups. And they look like they're having fun. Girls are chasing them around and all kind of stuff. Man, I want some of this. But anyway, we got serious about it.
hmm
We found out, hey, we were really talented. And a lot of people let us know that we were really talented. You guys got to get a name for yourself and, just have fun doing this. And that's what we did.
hmm
We became great performers. So I knew then. I sang a bar of Somewhere Over the Rainbow somewhere when I was a little kid.
hmm
And I was terrified because I never sang in front of people. I sang in front of my friends and all that. But I sang Somewhere Over the Rainbow. And then I hit a part of it. I arranged a part of it where I go really high.
hmm
Somewhere, oh, I did something like that, and people just they blew up right
Wow.
then and there. Right then and there, this is it. This is what I
hmm
want to do. I was a kid. I want to do this forever. So that's what it turned into.
I love that. I love that. So, who first recognized your gift? Like, who was the first person to recognize your gift?
Well, first person in the house was my father. He recognized the gift. because he sick me on little kids all the time. His friends would be having a party somewhere, and he said, "Well, I'm gonna get my son." And he come and get me, wake me up out of my sleep. Get up, Rick. I get up, go rip whoever the little kid is apart, and then go home and go back to bed. So it was my father. And then other people in the street, like I said, Sugarfoot from the Ohio Players,
Mm-hmm.
he encouraged me a lot because I was really good at vocal. Like a lot of kids didn't know about vocal acrobatics and vocal control at
Mm-hmm.
my age.
Mm-hmm.
But I learned it from listening to all these guys in the house, how to do riffs and runs, and then Michael Jackson came along. I wanted to rip him apart. You know what I mean? I was like, I'm better than him. I'm better than him. And I was better than him, but he got the glory. He got the fame.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't hate though. I just wanted to, I want my turn.
I understand. I
I
understand.
just wanted my turn. There'll never be another. Look.
You know what? Look, may his beautiful soul rest in peace. I just went to over the weekend. I went to a Prince versus Michael Jackson tribute, right? So, and it was wonderful. Like Michael's music, Prince too, because I ain't gonna say what team I was on. Okay, I ain't gonna say that. You had to be, but timeless. Just
I mean, think about it. I mean, they have music that, man, they're going on forever and ever. That's why I like the creative rights thing. That's what got me into that. People like that have timeless music like that. You mean to tell me that someday that wouldn't be theirs anymore? How is that possible? Maybe a long time from now, maybe 100 years from now, or 70 years or whatever. But I feel like something like that. If I create something, because we create from the heart. When I sit down at this piano right here in front of me, this is serious business with me. And when I write from my heart. If I write a funk song, I write from my heart. Because I say it in my song, funk ain't something that you smell or something you feel. You know what I'm saying? So I write everything from my heart, and I want to make sure it's mine. So it was shocking to me when they told me 70 years after this, and then 50 more years after that, and then it reversed to community property. What? It's not a generational, thing. No, I want this to be mine forever.
That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense.
So I was out campaigning and telling everybody about it right away.
That makes sense, and we definitely gonna get into that piece of it. So, like, what did becoming the lead vocalist of Lakeside teach you about purpose?
It taught me how to be a leader. Taught me how to be a leader in a group situation, because we all were young and we all had egos, especially when we got noticed. Egos just came soaring. Everybody's ego. Before, like I said, before they followed me, they listened to me because I gathered them up in the street and I taught them everything that I learned at home. I brought it out the streets and taught them. Or anything that I learned from older artists, I taught my group of guys. So they said, you got to get a name. Okay, we're gonna be the Ohio Lakeside Express. Everybody was Ohio something. So we're gonna be Ohio Lakeside Express. So we took that name, and I learned how to be a leader. Even my first record deal, I don't know why they picked me the first record deal. Our first major deal was Motown Records. And they made me the contractor for the group. So I had to make sure everybody did their taxes and all that kind of stuff. So I learned to be a leader. So that's what I got from it.
Okay. All right. So how has your relationship with music evolved over the years? Because you've done
it's been so many changes. Like, I like producing, and I produce women and men. So my vocals are like that. People are like, how are you able to write from a woman's perspective like that? Well, I've known women my whole life. What are you talking?
Look, that helps.
Yeah, come on, man. I've known my whole life. So I could produce a woman in the studio with the highs. You know, I could read those. And Barry White, down to Barry White. So I produced everybody. So my range, the spectrum is just as wide.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so and then when I got with Casey and JoJo, I was with them for a lot of years. I picked up a lot. You know,
Mm-hmm.
they took me back to the gospel.
Mm-hmm. I can see
You know, 'cause they were actually gospel singers. You know, so when they left Jodeci and they needed somebody to MCA Records needed somebody to put their show together, but they wanted old school background,
that. Mm-hmm.
old school music feel. So they hired me to do it. So I put it together for them, and I was happy for them, getting ready to congratulate them. And they said, "Oh no, you're coming out on the road, buddy."
They said, "Come on."
I said, no. This ain't no kiss goodbye, buddy. You're coming on the road, so get your earrings and your jewelry and all that stuff together. You're coming.
I love it.
But and it was fun. I traveled the world with them for about 4 years,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
4 or 5 years, and I had a great time. But I learned more now. I learned that it's more to it than just being an artist, because I saw the way artists get ripped off and cheated, and I was like, man, this. I know then I don't just want to be an artist the rest of my life. I want to be a company man. So I started a record company, my own company. But technology was changing so fast.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? And some things I wasn't willing to take time and learn. You
Mm-hmm.
know, so my company, a studio, the, you know, the SSL board and the big rooms and the whole bit suddenly came down to a laptop. You know, and I don't see how that could happen, but that's how I work right now in this room right here. I have a full blown studio in this little room right here. So
Absolutely.
it's just a lot of things. You know, a lot comes into it. Lots comes into play, I should say.
Makes sense. Makes sense. So
Mm-hmm.
we know that music is built on relationships.
Mm-hmm.
So what made the chemistry within like Lakeside so special? We're gonna talk about that just for a little bit longer. So what
We
that
our,
chemistry?
our chemistry was that we weren't a put together group. We grew up together.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
We, we our mothers and fathers were best friends. Our mothers and fathers grew up together.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So, you know, like my mother and Roger Troutman's mother, Cosette, were best friends. So me and Roger grew up friends. That family. Uh, Shirley Murdoch's family. You know, all of us were right there from the same neighborhood, right in the same neighborhood. So
That makes
I guess
sense.
that's it. Yeah, that's it.
So there's probably already a trust there.
Yeah, we were family.
Mm-hmm.
We were family. We grew up together and we trusted each other. That's
Mm-hmm.
why we took a chance. We weren't supposed to take off and go to California like we did. Our
Mm-hmm.
parents didn't have. My mother was like, "You're not going to California. What are you talking about? You guys just graduated high school. Where do you think you're going? What about college? We know what we want to do." Mhm. So
Mm-hmm.
we trusted each other and we followed each other. Somebody said, "Hey man, let's go to California. Let's go to get." And some of us took it as a joke. I didn't. I was okay. Let's go. I think we're good enough to go. If we get somebody to hear us in California, it's going to be all right. And we did. We went to California as youngsters, and somebody heard us, and it was all right, just like I predicted, because we were good,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
very good.
Totally. That makes sense. So, what makes a creative partnership successful?
Trust.
Definitely that. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we have to trust each other's, because see, we were performers, we were entertainers, and
Mm-hmm.
when the business when we signed to record companies and all that, everything just went to hell.
Mm-hmm. Really?
Yeah,
Okay.
it all turned to business. Who's gonna get on the album? Who's
Mm-hmm.
gonna get their song on this album? Who's gonna be everybody backbiting and all that kind of stuff. But it took them a while to get us to even go into a studio because we were performers. We were like, no, man, Motown signed us and said, okay, you guys got to go in the studio this many times a week. And we're like, what? Going to studio? We don't go in the studio. We got to be on stage over here. No, that's all changed. You guys have to be accessible. You have to be, we're going to do an album on you and spend a lot of money on promotion, a whole bit on you. And you guys have to be accessible to us. And we fought it all the way till we saw the check.
Mm-hmm.
They showed me the check. I'm blah, 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 blah. Showed me the check. I think I can hang out with y'all for a little while.
A little longer, right?
Yeah, but it messed our camaraderie up.
Mm-hmm.
The business messed our camaraderie up. Like I said, we were going behind each other's backs, trying to get on this song on the album, go get with Dick Griffey or whoever, Barry Gordy. Hey, this song is better than that song. No, this song is better,
Mm-hmm.
And we find out that he backbit me. He find out that what I'm saying? So the relationship, even though we grew up together, the relationship just blew up.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That makes sense.
Yeah.
So, what were you going to say? I have a delay. What were you going to say? I thought you were going to say. Yeah. No. Okay. So let me ask you this. So what relationship changed the trajectory of your life forever?
I guess the trajectory changed because I was trying to do two things at once. I'm older now. I got to be responsible family man,
mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and responsible for the people over here in the music business that believe in me.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So the family wants more time, and the artist want the same amount of time.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So
Uh-oh. I think we may have lost you, Ricky. I know that there's been some technical issues. Are you still there? It went black. Are you still there, Ricky? I think. Okay, so I'm going to take you off of here. Yeah. So anyway, I think Mercury's in retrograde, like something. Mercury retrograde, because I'm telling you, is it still in retrograde? Because I've been having technical issues all day, like with my phone, even in class today, it was running really crazy. So anyway, let me see if we can get back in here. Let's see. Are you still there, Ricky? Okay, I think it's totally out. Let's see here. Let's see if we can get Ricky back in here, because if we have to phone interview it, y'all know we're going to do it, right? Yeah, I don't know what's going on, y'all. My apologies. So I think it went gray, Ricky. It went black. Are you able to get back on?
I can hear you. I can still hear you.
You can still hear me? Okay. Because like I can't see you or anything now. So did you want to try to log back in?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay, yeah, I can still hear you and see you.
Okay.
Then it just went off.
Okay, yeah, because I can't hear or see you now. So are you able to log back out and log back in?
Yeah.
Okay, all right, so we'll do that.
Okay.
All right, y'all. So we're going to let Ricky. Oh, there you are. I can see you now. Oh, let's see. Okay, there you are. I can see you now.
Hold on.
Okay.
I'm going to log out and log back in.
Oh, you're fine now. Do you still need to log in? Yeah, you good now. I can see you now. You good now.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
But like I was saying, my that trajectory, balancing family and the business.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Family is like, aren't you tired of this yet?
Mm-hmm.
No, never. You know, they haven't come to grips with that. Cause see, I'm still young at heart. You know what I'm saying? I'm still young at heart. I work out every day. I hang out with younger people. I keep the younger perspective and the whole bit. So they don't. My kids, my family don't understand. Wow. But I have a son that watches me. He said, "Dad, you work out every day like
Hmm.
a young man. You know, you look young, and you." So I get it. I get it.
Hmm. Absolutely. Absolutely.
But
Huh.
that's a good question. Thank you. I needed to take a look at that.
Oh, yay. That's what we do on the soup. That's what we do here.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it brought something to light for me.
Hmm.
I might write about that.
Oh, that would be that would be wonderful if you did.
Yeah.
So let's talk about advocacy now. So your relationship with music eventually led you to become an advocate for creators. You kind of touched on that a little bit earlier. So tell
Hmm.
us about that journey. I know you touched on it. Like, what would you add to that?
Well, when it was brought to my attention,
Hmm.
just in a casual conversation, and suddenly something was said to me that I didn't know.
Hmm.
You know, somebody says something to you, and you're like, What? I didn't know that."
Hmm.
I knew that I have a lot of friends in the business and like Marvin Gaye Jr., Norman Whitfield Jr. Those kids are my friends.
Hmm. Hmm.
So I'm watching them carry their father's catalogs around and the whole bit. And they're always telling me about how this reverts back and this reverts back after this many years and that many years. But when I brought it to their attention about this, they didn't know that.
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
So I started to spread the news because when Kim and Mark mentioned it to me, I was totally shocked. Like immediately, I wanted to attach myself to it because I'm constantly writing
Hmm.
and I want to make sure it's mine
Absolutely.
and stays mine. How do you just take somebody's stuff and it's not theirs anymore?
Hmm.
You
Hmm.
imagine somebody take Michael Jackson's catalog, it's not his anymore? What? I don't get it.
Hmm.
It's supposed
Hmm.
to be a generational wealth type thing to me. I mean, us if my house, it gets passed down to my kids.
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
Just like, and I feel like everything else should. But they generate so much money off people's catalogs.
Hmm. Hmm.
I can see why they want to hold the powers that be want to hold on to that.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's just good that there's an organization on the move to
Hmm.
kind of like slow them down or even stop them in their tracks.
Hmm. Hmm.
You know, come up with some other type of deal or whatever. But this has to belong to him forever.
Hmm. Hmm. That makes sense.
Yeah.
So let
Oh,
me ask.
they're going to work it out to where they get a percentage. They're going to work that out
Hmm. Hmm.
because power is power. You know, it's what it is.
Absolutely.
We have to accept that.
That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
So, like, what do you wish every fan understood about the people behind the songs? Because, like, I know I'm a fan of so many people, right? So, like, what do you wish that fans understood about the
I wish
people?
the fans would understand if you have a favorite artist or you love an artist, support him because we work hard
Hmm.
to
Hmm.
satisfy, even though we don't get the awards that we used to get. But our hearts still move in the same direction.
Hmm.
Even though a royalty check, you might get a royalty check for $30. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
But when I sit down to write, my heart don't. Well, the royalties aren't anything anymore, so I'm not going to write anything anymore. No, it's not. That's not how it works.
Hmm.
So I want my fans to just be aware of. I want to support my artist. I like that artist. I want to support him. I want to make sure he can make a living
Hmm.
trying to do the things he do. Just like all these different platforms they have out there, the artists aren't getting paid. They should be. I don't understand.
I don't understand it yet.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
They should be. If we write a song, now you have to wonder, how do I get this song out?
Mm-hmm.
How do I do it? And if I do get it out, how do I make a living off of it?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So now, and this is what I'm going through right now at my age. I have to figure out how to get a crowd of people to come and see me
Mm-hmm.
perform, because the money's in the entertainment now, live entertainment. That's why you see everybody out on tour now.
Mm-hmm.
New Edition, everybody's out on tours because they're not getting no money off records.
Mm-hmm.
They're not
Okay.
getting paid off records. They're getting paid off performances. You know, they'll go out, stay out for 2 years, they'll come home $3-4 million. But and then they'll go to the mailbox and get the royalty checks. Over the time, the royalty checks may be $3,000 or something. You know,
Mm-hmm.
so I just would like for the fans to just be aware,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
support the people that you know that you like. Go see them. You know, and if they have something where you can download and help them make a living, do it. I
Mm-hmm.
do,
Mm-hmm.
because they don't know. You know, people are like, we sit in these studios, and people are like, looking at the latest technology and the whole bit. You know, like I was telling you, it changed on me, right? So I closed my company because everything changed. But when your favorite song right now, what is your favorite song right now?
Right now, that's tough. Like
Okay,
new,
name one of them.
new artists or just like my favorite
Just
song.
favorite song. A good one, something you love, something you want to hear today.
The first song that comes to my mind is Prince Adore.
Okay, let me ask you something.
Mm-hmm.
What format did he do it on? Did he record that on?
What format did he record that on? Let's see here.
Did he do it on Pro Tools, Logic? Uh,
I would think probably not, right?
you don't care.
I don't know. Yeah, yeah. You
You
know
don't
what?
know.
Well, okay. So let me tell you, because I share this with all my artists, right? So like a long time ago, like I made a beat because I used to go to the studio with my cousin, like he was in
Yeah,
industry, so I know a
right.
little bit. But
Yeah.
you're right. I really don't care. You know, I have knowledge of it, but I
When I
really.
listen to a song, I don't. The average person, consumers, listen to a song, they don't say, I wonder if that was done on Logic or Pro Tools. I wonder if they auto-tuned that.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
You think they're thinking that?
Probably
No,
not at all. Not at
they're
all.
just enjoying the song.
That's
So,
true.
so you got people like myself trying to get them to like, okay, I want to put out a good song and then tell a story about my life, myself, to attract them to me. They like the song.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
They like the song, and they want to. I want to introduce them to the guy that made that song, that wrote it, produced, arranged it from his heart. That's what I'm trying to do right now, and I'm
Mm-hmm.
trying to help artists do that right
Okay.
now, and I'm trying to encourage them to write. So if you're writing, get your fan base and get your coming back to fans, get them to understand what you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
And you got them in mind. We have our fans. We don't just look at our fans for somebody to buy our records. We love our fans because they
Mm-hmm.
love us.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Let's see here. So let's talk about relationship with legacy. Um, what accomplishment makes you smile the most?
What accomplished?
Makes you smile the most?
When I in the business, you mean?
It can be the business or just period. Like what accomplishment makes you smile the most? It doesn't have to be in the industry.
Oh, okay. One accomplishment that makes me smile the most that I raised a good family.
All right. I love that.
You know, I have grandkids, and I have a big swimming pool, and I love to watch them in it. You know what I mean? I make sure that pool stays in order because I love to when I'm talking to my daughter and my son. Tell Grandpa we're coming over to go swimming, okay? I love that. You know what I mean? And I'm going to be here to see that. No
Mhm.
matter what I'm doing, it's got to hold up.
I
You
love
know, so that's an accomplishment. And in the music business, watching somebody do a show, like when I used to watch Casey and JoJo or Mary J. Blige, people like that do their shows, know that I helped create that show.
that's a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Um, Beyond the music, what legacy do you hope to leave?
That that I was a great parent.
Mm-hmm.
I was a good parent. That's important to me. I've done everything else.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I've had people, man, you couldn't have possibly have accomplished all that in your life, in your lifetime. Yes, I did. I
Mm-hmm.
did because I was all over the place.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but the legacy is like family. He loved the music. Nobody would have ever thought I'd put anything before music.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't. I didn't know
Mm-hmm.
until little Ricky's start popping up. And then it was like my whole attention was like, whoa, that's a little me right there, and that's a little she me right there, you know what I mean? They got
Mm-hmm.
my focus, they got my attention. So my whole thing became to support them, to help them, whatever they're trying to do, make sure my grandson is he's African, so his father wanted him to be a soccer player, but
Mm-hmm.
he didn't want to be a soccer player. So I threw him a football and a basketball one time, and he fell in love with it. So that's what he's doing. You know what I mean? He's going to college to play. Sorry, Dad, Grandpa beat you out. I don't want to be a soccer player. I want to be a basketball player. So making changes and getting attention, that let me know that he notices me.
Mm-hmm.
So family, it's all about family. That's what it boils down to, man. Especially as you get older, and you'll see. You're young. What are you, about 15 or something?
Timeless. Look, I've been giving that. Oh, look, that been my thing. Like even over my birthday, celebrated with friends. What are you? Timeless, timeless, timeless,
I'm
time.
gonna use that. I'm gonna use that. I'm gonna use that. I mean, I write songs about everything.
Mm-hmm.
Every time I hear something new, I write a song about it.
Oh, I love that.
Somebody asks you how old you are. I'm timeless.
Timeless,
I like
timeless.
that. I
Absolutely.
really like that.
Especially if our
But
women have power. Timeless.
like I said, when you get older, as you grow older, your priorities change.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You know, um, and if you have family, they become number one.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
They become a priority, and that's what motivates me to keep doing what I'm doing. Unfortunately for me, and a lot of other people like me, we didn't learn to do anything else.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of like a blessing and a curse. The curse is how do I get people to come and see me perform? What do I do? What do I say? What platform do I get on where I can promote myself? Because
Mm-hmm.
I could still do a hell of a show. So what do I do to do that?
Absolutely.
Hmm.
Okay, let's see here. I got a couple more questions and I'm gonna get you out of here. So let's see here. So, what advice would you give the next generation?
What advice would I give the next generation?
Mm-hmm. What advice would you give the next generation?
Pay close attention to what you're doing and be serious about it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I love that.
Yeah. Really hone in on what it is you're doing and be serious about it. Lock into it. Because you can be successful at anything.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
If you start a shoe shine stand, you can be successful at that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Suddenly you get a lot of clients that are just movie stars and stuff. You know what I mean? Just persevere. Just pay attention to what
Mm-hmm.
you're doing and be deadly serious about
Okay. All righty. And so, like, my last question for you is what do you hope people remember most about Ricky Abernathy?
it. And he is a good dude.
That's right.
Ricky was a good dude, man. I mean, sometimes he was a butthole, but he would help you. He'd do anything for his friends, not just his friends. You know, I don't like seeing anybody down. It hurts my heart, seeing
Mhm,
anybody down, especially if I could do something about it. And what really hurts me is when I can't do nothing about it.
mhm, mhm,
I'll see somebody down and I want to help that person, but there's absolutely nothing I can do for that person but pray for them.
mhm.
I just want people to know that I have a good heart. I have an open heart. I'm transparent. He was serious. He loved people. I'm a people person,
Okay. I love that.
family man and people person. Yeah.
You know what? I fibbed a little bit. I do want to keep you a little longer, just a little bit, and then I'll
No,
get you out of here. Okay. Um, so a question that I've been asking is what ingredients would be in your soup, in your relationship soup? Because like our lives are made up of different experiences. I mean, we've talked about relationships, family, faith, friendships. We've kind of covered that tonight, right? Challenges, victory, setbacks, love, purpose, and everything in between. We've kind of covered it, right? So, of all these experiences, if all of these experiences were ingredients in a bowl of soup, okay, everything that we've talked about, which ingredient has strengthened you the most?
which ingredient?
Has
Um,
strengthened you the
my
most?
faith.
I love that. Okay,
My,
I love that. All
my
right.
faith. In what I'm doing. Because if I didn't have faith, I would have stopped a long time ago.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I believe it. Like they say, all the time. I don't believe God brought me this far just to just drop me off. There's obviously He's got something else for me to do.
Absolutely.
But
Absolutely.
faith, and just belief in what I'm doing.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Let's see here. Which ingredient would you say was the hardest to swallow?
The hardest to swallow.
Mm-hmm.
Well, there's several. I mean, it's like sometimes when I set out to do something and it didn't work out.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That was hard for me to swallow. Something that I knew I had it and it should have worked out.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And I had to accept that. And that ingredient was me applying myself. I was the ingredient, me applying myself to that.
Mm-hmm.
My whole self and was serious and it didn't work out.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Okay. All right. All right. So this is my lightning round. Okay. So I'm just going to kind of shoot some questions out at you. All right. Okay.
Okay.
Your favorite song to perform?
My favorite song to perform?
Yes. Your favorite song to perform? Was it
Don't
Open Rainbow?
don't change. A new song out Don't Change is mine.
Yes. Yes. Tell us about your new song.
Um, I write songs off of personal relationships and past relationships and and just things from my heart. The
Mhm.
song about Don't Change is about I like everything about you and you figure you have to change some things to please me.
Mhm.
No,
Mhm.
I like you just the way you are.
Mhm. Mhm.
Don't
Mhm.
change. You're perfect just like you are. Please don't change. Pick up the song and listen to it.
Absolutely. Look, I heard it. I heard it. So where can Kim put me on? So so like
Oh,
where
okay.
can where can people like hear your song? Like
Well, I haven't released anything yet. I'm trying to pay attention. I'm trying to get involved in this thing with Kim
mhm,
and cause see now it's serious. I want something to happen with these songs because I believe them. People like them
mhm, mhm,
because we don't have a lot of songs about love and edifying the woman these days. We don't have that. I mean, for real. Like
mhm.
R&B songs, like Teddy and all them did. We People don't know how to write R&B songs. No
Oh, man.
R&B love songs. They don't know.
Mhm,
And some of the things that they write that they consider R&B love songs, I'm like, I can understand I respect the talent. I can see a woman, but I can't see a woman wanting to do that. What you're talking about?
Mhm.
You know what I'm
Absolutely.
saying? And if she did, she don't want to put it out there like that. What you're talking about, partner? That's
Mhm.
like personal stuff. That's you know, these are things I say to my woman when we're alone.
Mhm.
You know, those are the things I
Yeah,
write about.
not all broadcast. It's intimate.
Right.
Absolutely.
Person. And so I think when a woman hears that, they appreciate that. Like, man, I want somebody to say that to me.
Mhm. Mhm. Mhm.
Don't change. You're the very definition of a woman. You know what I'm saying? You telling her something like that, and you are the definition of a woman. She should want to be just like you. They don't
Mhm.
have somebody telling them that no more. But I
Absolutely. I love it. I love it. Few more questions for you. What was your favorite city you've performed in?
favorite city I perform. Hmm. It's between Seattle, Washington, and Vancouver, Canada.
Okay. All right. Are
Like a
you a
toss.
what was that?
It's a toss up between those two. Out of the country, Amsterdam, Japan.
Oh, I heard Japan is absolutely beautiful.
If I could speak Japanese, I'd be living there right now.
I know that's right. I know that's right. All right, so let's see here. A few more questions. Are you a morning person or a night owl?
I'm a night owl for
All
sure.
right. Your favorite comfort food?
My what?
Your favorite comfort food?
Favorite comfort food is mashed potatoes and meatloaf
Oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Coffee or tea?
with gravy, huh?
Oh, you said with gravy. Oh yes, yes, with gravy. I love the gravy. Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So coffee or tea?
Coffee.
Okay.
I don't move without it. I got it when I get up in the morning. I gotta have coffee. Everybody in my family don't even say nothing to him until he has some coffee.
I know that's right.
Because it's not gonna come. The response is not gonna come out right.
Like, give me a minute. Like, give me about 20 minutes.
Exactly.
One artist everyone should experience live.
What artist?
Yes, one artist that everyone should experience live.
Stevie Wonder.
Absolutely, absolutely. One word your family would use to describe you.
What would they use to describe me?
One word, yes, just one. One word your family would use to describe you.
Confused.
Confused. Oh, okay, okay, confused.
I
And
told you because to them I'm all over the place.
then, and then my last question for you is one word you hope defines your legacy.
One word.
Mhm.
Loving.
I love that. Okay. All right. Well, that's all I have for you tonight.
That's
So
it.
that's it. See, that didn't hurt.
Woo!
That didn't hurt. That didn't hurt at all, right? It's just, the idea made you nervous, but hey.
Yeah, that didn't hurt, Doc.
I know. Look, I thought about cough syrup in that moment when I was explaining that. Like, that's too
No,
bad.
seriously, I appreciate you. You're great. You're great.
Thank you so much for sharing your journey, your wisdom, and your heart with us. So thank you so much.
You're very welcome.
And I'll put like where people can find you on social media and all that. I'll put that in the thread. So thank you.
Do that.
We'll do.
All right.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Enjoy your evening.
Bye.
Bye. All right, boom. So you heard it here, right? So tonight reminds us that every song is a story. Behind every accomplishment is a relationship, and behind every legacy is a life lived with purpose, right? I see y'all comments. Let me go ahead and bring y'all comments on right quick because I am about to get out of here. Y'all already know what it is for me on a Tuesday. All right, so Kim, thank you so much for sharing about the creators' rights movement. Here it is right here. It's in the thread. I'll also repost it as well. Sign the petition, y'all. Support, right? Let's see here. What else? Who did I miss? Because I seen some comments. Thank you so much, cousin, for joining me. I appreciate you, Jamel. Appreciate you very much. Derek Norris, what's the science? Yes, happy Tuesday. Yes, you know she watching. Absolutely. Yeah, you have to catch up. It was a pretty good one. All right, so let's see here. All right. Thank you so much for joining me, Javon Brown. I really appreciate you. I know, Powered Up. Hey, keep them coming. Keep them coming. Look, hey, we love the legends, right? Because, hey, it all starts with a relationship. Look, they people just like us. So, hey, let's plant these seeds, right? All right, John. So you already know how I do. I do not like to end an episode without a positive affirmation. You know, I'm going to do my housekeeping, and then I'm going to get out of here. So thank y'all so much for joining me. Let me put this affirmation out here. Yeah, these technical issues have been crazy, right? All right, so here's my affirmation. All right, so the affirmation for today is, I honor the gifts within me and the relationships that help them flourish. Divine wisdom guides my purpose. My voice is heard. My contributions are valued, and every right opportunity unfolds in perfect timing. All right, so let that resonate. All right, y'all. So let me go ahead and do my housekeeping. Y'all know I appreciate y'all. If this conversation inspired you, share it. Hit subscribe across all platforms. Like, follow, share, all of that. You already know, right? So as y'all know, if you should be liking, subscribing across all platforms. On YouTube, it's Relationship Soup period. You got to put the period. You're going to be somewhere else. If you want to join the group, come on, y'all, join the group. It's Relationship Soup Group. If you want to follow me, it's Relationship Soup LLC. And y'all already know what comes next. Hello, me. This is my 100-page children's affirmation book for children. It's pictures. There's a journal. I'm telling you, y'all, these illustrations. I'm telling y'all. Right? Because, hey, these kids should have a positive outlook of self, right? They need to learn to speak positive. So get a copy of or 10 of Hello Me Today, available on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, Apple, Kindle, you name it, right? We got hardback, softback, ebook, all of that, y'all. So, hey, go ahead and get your copy. Let's see, is there anything else? Is there any other comments before I get out of here? Well, y'all, that's basically all I have for tonight. I appreciate y'all. And of course, I will be back soon with another wonderful show. So anyway, take care of yourself. The relationship starts with you. You have to love yourself. Y'all know that already, though, right? But in case you don't, and you need that reminder, love yourself. All right. Until we meet next time. Peace.